Good morning, all. So today we are going to see the design of a first order low pass filter and how to design a low pass filter. So we have already seen the circuitry involved in the construction of low pass filter. So low pass filter, the circuit diagram is you can see on the screen. So this is this diagram actually. This diagram represents the low pass filter. Why? I told you from the output question why it is acting as a low pass filter. Okay. Now, the design involves the selection of the passive components or the values of these components. So, what is the design for the filters means? Design of the filter refers to the selection of R1, RF, R. Okay, this one selection of R1 here, then selection of RF. Okay, then selection of R, and then selection of this C. Here you see is C is should we should write C actually capital C. That has been left, I think, by mistake. Now this is pod. This is the definition of a pod. That means 20K pod at 50.9 kilo ohm means this pod is a variable resistance and it ranges from to 20 kilo ohm. So you can choose a value of resistance up to 20 kilo ohm. But what we have chosen for this design criteria, we have chosen 15.9 kilo ohm. This is circuit diagram. Now how to choose that values? That comes under design problem. So there are some rules. Okay, the design of first order low pass filter. So first step is choose a value. First step to design a first order low pass filter is to choose a value of high cutoff frequency fh. So in low pass filter, what is that? It will allow a signal to pass up to a frequency of some range. Okay, that is from 0 to fh. So it will allow a low it will allow a signal having low frequency to pass through the circuit. Okay, so the range of that frequency will be from 0 to fh. So fh will be generally given. Fh will be generally given. Uh, okay, it depends on the requirement. What value of fh it needs. So it will be given. It's not unknown. And the second is select a value of C less than or equal to 1 microfarad. So in that first order filter, I have just seen showed you the circuit. There you can see that we are having a capacitor. Okay, so that capacitor generally the value of this capacitor is less than or equal to 1 microfarad. Okay, then if you know the value of capacitor, then we can calculate the value of R using this equation. So this equation is, you already know this equation. So this equation you derived from the frequency equation. Okay, so if from this equation if you write fh is nothing but fh is equal to 1 by 2 pi rc. We've already seen. From there you can from there fh is also known, c is also known. Then r can be calculated, and r can be calculated as r is equal to 1 by 2 pi fhc. Okay, so from here you can have the value of r. Finally, select the value of R1 and RF to have a desired gain. So the gain of the filter depends on the value of RF and R1, as I told you, because the gain is 1 plus RF by R1. So whatever gain you require, based on that, you can select the value of RF by R1. Now we will take one problem related to the design of low pass filter. Then we will understand that clearly. So the question is, design a low pass filter at a cutoff frequency of 1 kilohertz with a pass band gain of 2. So two things have been given. Okay, one thing is cutoff frequency, that is high cutoff frequency, fh is given. So fh is nothing but 1 kilohertz. Clear? This information is giving already I mentioned here. Clear? fh is equal to 1 kilo ohm, and then the gain is given, pass band gain of 2. Okay, it is given. So that is af is given 2. So as I told you, to choose the capacitor less than 0. Less than, what is the step? Less than 1 microfarad. 1 micro. So 1 microfarad. Okay. So here it has been, the capacitor has been chosen as 0.01 microfarad. You can choose 0.02 also. You can choose 0.01 also. You can choose 0.5 microfarad also. It depends. All it depends on you. Okay. So, but it should be less than 1 microfarad. Now, if you choose the capacitors, the value of the capacitance of the capacitor as 0.01 microfarad, then the resistance in that case can be calculated as R is equal to 1 by 2 pi Fh into C. So 1 by 2 pi, what is Fh? Fh is, 10, is 1 kilohertz, it is given so 10 to the power 3, and C is how much? C is 0.01 microfarad, or 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 6, or 10 to the power 1 into 10 to the power minus 8 farad. So if you substitute all these values, you will get the resistance values as 15.9 kilo ohm. Then the other value you will get 15.9 kilo ohm. Yeah. So now you're having the value of C and R. Okay. This all these components connected to which terminal? Is connected to non-inverting terminal. Now, since the gain is given, the gain of the pass band is given to, that means AF is given to, so AF is equal to 1 plus RF by R1, that is nothing but 2. So if you find from here, if you just simplify this relation, you will get RF is equal to R1 in this case. You will get RF is equal to R1 in this case. So if you choose both the value of 10 kilo ohm, then you will have a, if you choose the resistance, okay, RF and 1 of is the same entity, then you will have a pass band gain of 2. Clear? So here in this case, the RF and R1 has been chosen as 10 kilo ohm. You can choose as 1 kilo ohm also, 5 kilo ohm also, anything you can do. But the thing is that you should follow the constraint RF is equal to R1. So now you just summarize all the values. If we'll see that C value has been chosen as C is equal to 0.0 microfarad. Based on that, R, the value of R is calculated, that is 15.9 kilo ohm. Now RF by R1 is the same, this is chosen as 10 kilo ohm. So if you will use these values of the passive components of the filter, then you will end up in having the first order low pass filter. Now you are having the liberty, to change the value of C. Okay, you should keep in mind, or you should note that you're having the liberty of choosing the value of C, any other value, but it should be less than 1 microfarad. And also our RF and R1 you can choose, but it should be order of kilo ohm better, and you can choose any value. Here it has been chosen 10 kilo ohm, you can take 2 kilo ohm, you can take 5 kilo ohm, and so on. No issue. So in the design of a low pass filter, any doubt? Low pass filter, any doubt? So in the design of a low pass filter, any doubt? You can ask me now. Why I'm not getting the audio response of you people? I will wait for 1 minute. If you're having any response, after that I will start the second order low pass filter. And see, the construction or the circuitry of a low pass filter and high pass filter will be similar, except with some changes. Okay, so if you understand the circuit and the working of a low pass filter, easily you can by yourself can give the work. You can explain the working and construction of a high pass filter. So high pass filter also I will discuss. First order, second order will be as a assignment. Okay. Any doubt in the design of a first order low pass filter? No. You can ask me. Any people? No. So everyone audio is clear now. Okay, then we'll move to the second order low pass filter. Second order low pass filter, Butterworth low pass Butterworth filters. So now, what is that Butterworth filters? Butterworth filters is the name of that man who has created this type of filter. The peculiarity of this filter, Butterworth filter, is that it is having a one specific gain, okay, of the filter. That is 15 point something. I'll tell you. So Butterworth filter for Butterworth filter now. The gain is 15.1.586, not 15, sorry. The gain of the second order Butterworth filter is 1.586. So if any filter is having that gain, it is known as Butterworth filter. Now the thing is that we will see the derivation of a output for the second order low pass Butterworth filter. So it is very much similar to the first order filter only. Only one more network of RNC will get added at non-inverting terminal. We'll see now. For a second order low pass filter, stop band response has a 40 dB per decade roll off. So you earlier, if you see that, you show the response. So see the frequency response here. See the frequency response here. So in the first order, the main difference is that in the first order, okay, low pass filter, this roll off means slope of this line. If you see roll off factor, earlier for first order it was minus 20 dB per decade. For first order it was minus 20 dB per decade, and for second order now it is minus 40 dB per decade. So the thing is that if you increase the order, then this line, the actual response, frequency response is moving closer to the ideal frequency response. So that is better now. That's why we opt for second order low pass filter. A first order filter can be converted into a second order type by simply using an additional RC network as shown in the figure. So just see your circuit diagram of a second order low pass filter. So this is represents the whole circuitry and the main components of a second order low pass filter. Now if you will see, everything is same at the inverting terminal. We're having RF, we're having RF. Only some changes are there at the non-inverting terminal where you're giving the input, okay? Where you are giving the input, this thing. So what is the change? Earlier we were having R and C. So just earlier in first order we were only having till this elements, okay? So we were having these components in only first order. One capacitor was there, one resistor was there, and then attached to this resistor was a V input. Okay, but now here another network of C and R is there. So see, another network of C is there, another network of R is there, and to that R the V in is attached. So as we know that, what is the order of a RC series circuit? The order of a series RC circuit is, what is the order? First order. Okay, should keep in mind the order of a series RC circuit is first order. Even the order of a series RL circuit is first order, and then the order of a series RLC is a second order. If in a same circuit, if you're having all the components R, L, and C, then that circuit is having the order C. You should mind. Now here we are having a circuit which is having a network which is having a combination of R and C. So first order. So this is first order. It will add to the first order, give that okay. Now this element again will add to the order of the filter. So one order, it will get add up, and it will give the second order filter. So the circuit diagram is same. Here we are having V input, so you'll get the V input at non-inverting terminal. This R2 is 33 kilo ohm. R3 is this R2 R3 has shown the 33 kilo ohm. Yeah, you will see how we are getting in the design part. Okay, and C2 and C3 value has been chosen. So now we will see what we have done for first order filter, low pass filter. We will do the same for the second order low pass filter. Okay, we will find the V naught by V input. We will find the expression for V naught by V input. And again, I tell you, if you find the expression for V naught by V input, it will be similar to the second order transfer function. Then we can correlate and find the frequencies. Okay, so now let's start our derivation. So now for second order Butterworth filter, low pass Butterworth filter, we will do our derivations or do our mathematical calculation in Laplace domain. Okay, in Laplace domain, in S domain we will do. So writing Kirchhoff's current law at node VA. At node VA. So where is the node VA? This is the node VA. So if you write the current equation at node VA, that means I1, I1, the current flowing through R2, you should know that the current flowing through R2 is I1. It's okay. The current flowing through R3 is nothing but the sum of this current I3 and IB. So we can write that, I have not shown here. So this current I1 at node V1, I1 should be equal to I2 plus I3 plus IB. Okay. So this current I1 should be equal to I2 plus I3 plus IB. Any doubt? Any doubt in this equation? You can ask me now. Any doubt? In the chat box, you can write yes, no, any other comments, so that I can understand that you're getting something. Okay. So this current I1 is nothing but equal to I1 is equal to I2 plus I3 plus IB. Now for ideal op amp, my IB is 0, so we can write I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. Clear? Now what is I1? What is the current I1? What is current I1? Current I1 is nothing but V in minus VA by R2. So I1 we can write as V in minus VA by R2. Okay. Now you have to substitute the values of these currents by using the equations. Okay, so V in by VA by R2, and I2 will be VA minus V naught by 1 by SC2. Okay, VA minus V naught, VA minus V naught. The current following here is I2. Okay, so what is the voltage terminal across this one? This one is VA and this is V naught. Here we are having V naught. So, and what is the reactance of this C2? It will be 1 by SC2. In Laplace domain, we will have 1 by SC2. So, the current I2 will be VA minus V naught by 1 by SC2. Clear? Any doubt? So, this is the value for current. This is the value for current I2. Similarly, I3 can be written as VA minus V1 divided by R3. Okay, VA minus V1 divided by R3. So in this equation, you can see I have given, I use only the voltage in S domain. That's why I have used a small s in the parenthesis. Also, you can see in R2, the resistance value also I have given the in parenthesis S. You can omit that, okay? Because R is constant, so you can omit. There's no point of writing S here. If you want, you can leave here. But V and B you can write. You should write in S in term of S. Okay. Now, also using voltage divider rule, the voltage at V1, the voltage at V1, what will be the value at V1? So if you see the equation, so this is the voltage. If you consider the voltage here at VA, voltage at this node to be VA, if you consider the voltage at this node to be VA, then what will the voltage at V1 using voltage divider rule? Voltage divider rule means the voltage will be 1 by SC2 divided by R3 plus 1 by SC3. Sorry. So the voltage at V1 will be 1 by SC3 divided by R3 plus 1 by SC3 into VA. Clear? Simple equation we are using. See, I have written here. So the voltage at V1 will be 1 by SC3 divided by R3 plus 1 by SC3 into VA. That is nothing but if you will solve it, you will get V1 is equal to VAS divided by R3 C3S plus 1, or VA is equal to R3 C3S plus 1 into V1. So this is the voltage. This is the relation between voltage at V1 and V2. Okay. The equation 2 gives the relation between voltage V1 and V2. Now you substitute this value of VA. Now you substitute this value of VA from equation 2 to equation 1. So what is equation 1? Equation 1 is nothing but that current equation. Okay. So this is your equation 1. Okay. This is your equation 1. So you substitute the values of equation 2 to equation 1. You will end up in having the equation 3 as shown here. Okay. V1 is equal to R3 into V in plus R3 into R2 into C2 into S into V naught, okay, divided by R3 into C3 S plus 1 whole multiplied by R2 plus R3 plus R3 R2 C2 S minus R2. This is equation number 3. So now we are having the equation 3, 1, 2 and 3. Also the gain of a amplifier is V naught is equal to AF in V1 with AF is equal to 1 plus RF by R1. So this is the gain. Or we can write using this equation, we can write V1 is equal to V naught by AF, or we can write V1 is equal to V naught by AF. Okay. This equation it will be clear to all now. This equation we know for a op amp, V naught is equal to AF into VI for a inverting, for a non-inverting input at the terminal. Okay, for non-inverting input, the V naught will be AF into VI, where AF is equal to 1 plus RF by R1. So if you simplify, we can write V1 as V naught by AF. Now substitute this equation 4 in 3, then you will end up in having the equation as shown here. Okay, you will end up in having the equation shown here. If you will further simplify by just considering AF in the numerator and all the other terms in the denominator, V naught by V in you will get as AF by H square into R3C3 plus R2C3 plus R2C2 minus AF R2C2 into S divided by R2 R3 C2 C3 plus 1 by R2 R3 C2 and C3. Now, if you will see the equation number 5, that is of very utter importance. If you will see what is the order of S in the denominator, it is S square. So the relation between V naught and V in of the second order type. Okay, that is why it is also known as second order low pass Butterworth filter. Now we can just compare this equation 5 with the standard second order transfer function, and then we can find the value of omega, the frequency. Okay, so we know that the second order general transfer function is given by equation 6, that is A by s square plus 2 xi omega ns plus omega n square, where a is nothing but overall gain, xi is damping of the system or to be sometimes called damping coefficient, omega n is the natural frequency of the oscillation. Now, what is omega n? In case of low pass filter, omega n is nothing but the cutoff frequency. Which cutoff frequency? High cutoff frequency. So, omega n is nothing but omega h. Omega is equal to omega h, okay, for a low pass filter. So, comparing 5 and 6, if you compare 5 and 6, you can see the last term of the equation of the denominator, that is omega n square, and you see the equation number 5 here is 1 by R2, R3, and C2 and C3. If you compare that, then you can write omega n square as 1 by R2, R3, C2, C3. Okay, or if you okay. So hence for low pass filter we can represent omega n by omega h. So I told you now that for a low pass filter omega n is nothing but omega h. Okay, omega n is equal to omega h, high cutoff frequency. So we can write omega h square is equal to 1 by R2, R3, and C2, C3. Or we can write omega h as 2 pi fh. Okay, omega h as 2 pi fh. So if you'll solve this equation, we'll get fh is equal to 1 by 2 pi root under R2, R3, C2, and C3. So this is the value of cutoff frequency in the second order low pass Butterworth filter. Equation number 7, very important, where you are having the value of the cutoff frequency. The cutoff frequency is equal to 1 by 2 pi root under R2 into R3 into C2 into C3. Now see, this cutoff frequency depends on the values of all these passive components. So if you have different values for these passive components, then your cutoff frequency will change. Question 7 is clear? Okay. Now furthermore, the magnitude equation for the Butterworth is given. V naught by V in is equal to AF divided by 1 plus F by FH to the power 4. Now first order the equation 8 for the first order and for the second order filter was same. Okay, only the difference was the order of the term F by FH. For the first order low pass filter, the order of F by FH was 2. But where here in the second order it is f by fh by 4, it is 4. So the v naught by v in is equal to a by root under 1 plus f by fh by 4. This is equation number 8. So 7 and 8 is the outcome of the second order low pass Butterworth filter. Clear? So this is your derivation of fh and v naught by v in. Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt in this derivation of the output for the low pass second order Butterworth filter? Any doubt? They can ask me now. Either using audio, or any chat. Any doubt? Okay. So we will again go for the design of this filter. Before we go the design of this filter, we will first take the attendance. I will first take the attendance, then I will go to the design of this filter. So now we'll come to the design. So design of a second order low pass filter. Clear? So the first step to design the low pass filter second order Butterworth filter, choose the value for high cutoff frequency FH that will be given to us. Okay, step 1. Step 2, to simplify the design calculation, set R2 is equal to R3 is equal to R and C2 is equal to C3 is equal to C. So you can see that in RC network we are having in the second order low pass filter, we are having two resistors R2 and R3, and also we are having two capacitors C2 and C3. So for simplifying the design calculation, what we are doing, we are making R2 and R3 as equal. Okay, R2 and R3 as equal, which is equal to R, and also we are making C2 and C3, the two capacitors as equal. Okay, C2 equal to C3, and then we will choose the capacitance value C as less than 1 microfarad. C less than 1 microfarad, as I already told you. So, so once we have to choose any value of C which is less than 1 microfarad, from there we can find the value of R. Okay, that R will be 1 by 2 pi Fh C. Then since we know that for Butterworth filter, F is equal to 1.5886. So this is the property of a Butterworth filter, that you will have a gain of 1.586. So using this information, you can have the relation between RF and R1. So if you will find the relation between RF and R1, you will end up in having the relation RF is equal to 0.586 R1. Okay. Also, we have to choose R1 such that it should be less than or equal to 100 kilo ohm. Now, once we choose the value of our R1 as less than or equal to 100 kilo ohm, we can find the RF easily, okay, using this relation. Now, see the one problem. So we designed the second order low pass filter with FH is equal to 1 kilohertz. So FH given 1 kilohertz. Now let us see C2 is equal to C3 as equal to 0.0047 microfarad. Now already I told you the design we have considered both the capacitance be equal, okay, and the chosen value should be less than 1 or less than or equal to 1 microfarad. In this case, we have chosen the value of C to be as 0.0047. You can choose as 0.1 also. You can take 0.05 also. Anything you can take, but it should be less than 1 microfarad. Okay. Now, if you take this value of C2 and C3, that is 0.0047 microfarad, then from there you can calculate the value of R2 and R3 as this one. Okay. R3 and R3 using this relation, from where you will end up in having the R2 and R3 value as 33.86 kilo ohm. Clear? Now you are having the value of R2, R3 and C2, C3. Also, the gain we have seen that now we have chosen the R1 as 27 kilo ohm. We have chosen R1 as 27 kilo ohm. So the condition for choosing R1 that it should be equal to the 100 kilo ohm. But the order should be of kilo only. Okay, you should not go below the kilo. So order should be kilo only. So here we have chosen R1 as 27 kilo ohm. In that case, you can calculate the value of RF using this relation 0.586 R1. So RF is equal to 0.586 R1, that is equal to 15.82 kilo ohm. Okay, so now we are having all the elements values. So we are having R2 is equal to R3 is equal to 33 kilo ohm. Then C2 is equal to C3 is equal to 0.0047 microfarad. R1 is equal to 27 kilo ohm, and RF is equal to 15.8 kilo ohm. Okay, so if you choose these values, you will end up in having the second order low pass filter having cutoff frequency of 1 kilohertz. Any doubt? Any doubt?